Hi everyone. Today we are going to see a function specification document where the business had a requirement of sending the purchase order from the S4 HANA system to the ARIBA system. So the business is using S4 HANA system, but the vendor or any other person who is working with the business is not using ARIBA. So he is using ARIBA, and the person who we are sending is not using S4 HANA. So the system is different. We are using S4 HANA, the supplier is using ARIBA. In this case, we need to send the purchase order automated to the vendor system. So we need to have an interface between the S4 HANA system and the ARIBA system. So let's go through the function specification document now. You see here, this is an object ID, this is an interface ID. And the function of the function specification is the interface. What is the requirement? The requirement is purchase order from S4 HANA to ARIBA. Okay. And who is generating this? The procurement guy is going to generate this. What we are going to do? We are going to migrate the created vendor with S4 HANA to M3. Okay, the business is using M3 system. Now they are going to convert it to S4 HANA. As soon as they convert to S4 HANA, the purchase order which is getting generated in the S4 HANA needs to be transferred to the ARIBA. That is a requirement. Okay. Now interface type is outbound. As PO is sent outside, we mention it as an outbound. What is the source system? Source system is S4 HANA and the target system is ARIBA. Now, if you see the best practice, this is the best practice of writing the function specification document. Let's see the rules and regulation of writing the function specification document here. The content in the blue, whenever you see the blue color in the function specification, that is called as a synopsis of the function specification document. And you have some important sections here, like which are mentioned in this section. So all these are the functions which you're going to see in the FS document now. Let me skip this. You see here, this function specification document is written by Venukumar. And it is going to be approved by who is going to approve, their name you're going to mention it here. Okay. And if you see the summary of the function specification document, the document provides information on how to send out periodically purchase order data to ARIBA from S4 HANA. It provides the overall strategy and approach needed to successfully send purchase order data from the source system, the S4 HANA, to the target system, which is SAP ARIBA. Okay. Now, what is the overview? Overview is nothing but you are explaining the summary here. ARIBA network is a system which is used by the client, and you are going to send the purchase order to the supplier portal, that is the ARIBA. So ARIBA supplier will be able to manage the day-to-day procurement like order confirmation, advance shipment notice, and the invoicing. Okay, this can be done by this enhancement. Okay. You see here the business process from S4 HANA, the data is going to be sent to the ARIBA network, and through the ARIBA network, the supplier is going to receive the PO through ARIBA portal. That is the process flow. And if you see, what all information is going to be transferred from SAP S4 HANA. So the business partner is going to be transferred, company code, purchase organization, business partner grouping, business partner name, language, phone number, the address, tax, everything regarding the supplier information. This is all the supplier information. And When we are going to trigger this? Whenever we require, we are going to trigger this. If you see the functional specification content now, we go to the specification document here. These all are the standard or the synopsis which we receive from the business. So here is the logic. Whenever you use the transaction code MA21N to create that purchase order, this is a screen of the purchase order. So we are going to transfer some of the data, which is company code. To pick the company code, we are going to use the purchase order table, that is EKKO. From there, we are going to pick the company code using BUKRS, that is field name of the company code. Then, using the same table, we are going to pick the purchase organization, which is EKORG. And we are going to use the same table to pick the purchasing group. These are the important fields which we are going to send to the client. Okay, then what are the item details which you are going to send to the supplier? For item, we are going to use EKPO table. For header, we are going to use EKPO table. In item field, we are going to send the MATMAR, that is the material number. We are going to send the quantity, that is MENGE, the price, which is METPR, and the plant, which is WERKS. So this data is going to be transferred from S4 HANA system to the ARIBA system. Okay, this was the requirement. And so we are going to conclude this and we are going to send this information to the client. So based on this functionality, we are going to send the PO copy from S4 HANA to the ARIBA. Now we have some of the configuration which we need to do in our system to transfer the data from S4 HANA to the ARIBA system. What is that configuration? We need to have some media to send the data from S4 HANA to other systems. So the media is nothing but the IDOC. So we are using the IDOC here to interface between the client system and the supplier system. So we are going to create the logical system. We are going to map our board system with the vendor system is going to be integrated with our system, and our system is going to be integrated with the vendor system. Then, post that, what we're going to do, we are going to create the RFC destination, where the PO copy is going for the destination. That destination is called as an RFC destination. From there, you are going to create a port. Based on port, you are going to decide in which function of the system you are going to send the PO copy to the supplier. From which port you are going to send, and the supplier is going to receive from which port. That you are going to define, and you are going to define all these logic in the segments. This logic is going to be built in a segment so that only this information can be transferred from our system to other system. That is a supplier system. That is the segments. Then you are going to set the message types. In message types, you are going to say which type of message it is. As it is in PO, we have a message type called ORDES, that is orders, which is used to send the data from S4 to ARIBA. Okay, if you implement that, and you need to define the partner profiles for that, saying that vendor, for this vendor, you are going to send this data. That is a partner profiles. If you maintain all these sections so that the PO copies can be sent to the vendor from S4 HANA to the ARIBA system. Okay, you can keep this document as a reference and see what are the scenarios you can test here. And there are some synopses which can be read for auditing. What is the rules and regulation? And for security requirements, what is the rules and regulation? And for reconciliation, what is the requirement? For error handling, there is an error in the system, how you are going to detect the error and how you are going to solve the error. Everything is mentioned in this document. Okay, by using this document, the business can easily understand what is going to get from this system and what is the importance of this configuration or the enhancement. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.